everyone. Tonight I'm making a quinoa enchilada bake. Jared's not a big fan of quinoa, but we haven't eaten anything with quinoa in a long time, so we're due for some in the meatless meal. It's good for you. Yeah, anyways. So in here I've got a can of black beans that I drained and rinsed. I've got about a half a cup of corn, a 10-ounce can of red enchilada sauce, a small can of chopped green chilies. It calls for 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro leaves, so got some cilantro in there, a half a teaspoon of cumin, and a half a teaspoon of chili powder. And then right here I have a cup, well, it was a cup of uncooked quinoa, but I cooked it, and so I'm going to add that to there and mix it all together. I've got the oven preheating to 375. I also went ahead and seasoned it with a little bit of pepper and some kosher salt and about half of a lime, the juice, because I felt like it. And then I'm going to stir in a half a cup of mozzarella and half a cup of cheddar. Okay, I then put my mixture into this little 8x8 dish, and I topped it with some more shredded cheeses, about 1/4 a cup of each, and I'm going to bake it for about 15 minutes, and that's all there is to it. Alrighty, there it is. Doesn't look very appetizing, but somebody's digging into it. That's a good sign. That is a good little girl, Jordy Bug. Alright, I think it would be good in some corn tortillas. Well, because I love corn tortillas. We don't have any, but we do have some chips, so we can dip some chips in it if we want. Also just whipped up a little bit of guacamole, somewhat, and then some chopped tomatoes. We got some sour cream and some strawberries and pears. I'll put the recipe below. That's what's for dinner on Thursday. For dinner on Monday, we're having chicken salad. This is becoming one of our regular dishes. I'll put in I just boiled chicken and shred it. Mix it with some mayonnaise, salt, pepper, celery, radish, a hard-boiled egg, pickles. I think that's it. And so I got these spinach herb wraps at Aldi, so we're having them in those. And then just a can of baked beans and some blueberries, kiwi, and grapes. That's what's for dinner on Monday. For dinner on Tuesday, we're having pot roast. This is Pioneer Woman's pot roast. I'll put her recipe below, and also I have a dinner video from before where I show how it's made. If you're interested in that stuff, I'll put that an older video below also. And I made some mashed potatoes to go with it, along with a salad. So that's what's for dinner on Tuesday. For dinner on Wednesday, it's the usual veggie fried rice with some egg rolls and some apples and kiwi. As always, I have a video for the veggie fried rice of how to make it, so I'll put that below. And that is what is for dinner on Wednesday. For dinner on Friday, we are having one of the Costco frozen pizzas. I bought a pack of 4 frozen pizzas from Costco, and I bought just plain cheese, and then I bought a big pack of Canadian bacon. So we just topped it with some Canadian bacon. We sliced up some olives and some of a red bell pepper that was in our fridge. It needed to be used up. So we're just having pizza with some fresh green beans that I just steamed and seasoned with butter and salt. So that is what is for dinner on Friday. Okay guys, today is Saturday and we had a change of plans. We were planning on cooking barbecue chicken tonight for dinner, but we are having a get together at our house for Jared's dad's birthday. And so yeah, I'm just kind of showing this for those that are following along for No Spend Timber. We didn't have to spend too much money to make a couple of the dishes that we are making. Other people are bringing chicken and mac and cheese and corn and ice cream and cake and stuff like that, but what we're making is just some pinto beans, which I had a huge bag of dry pinto beans in our pantry, so I just cooked those and added some salt, pepper, and a can of Rotel, and so easy but yummy. And then I'm going to make our saltillo zucchini. So I've already got chopped up a bunch of zucchini, a couple of big tomatoes, some onion, and some celery in here. And then you just cook it on the stove along with some olive oil and some seasonings. And I actually have a recipe video for that, so I'll put that below. But I just want to go ahead and show you guys what we are making for tonight. And I'll just include a picture of all the dinner put together because it will be loud and crazy here later. But anyways, that's what we are cooking for dinner on Saturday.